it's Jessica here with Shimmerz Paints, and welcome to our YouTube hop featuring our all new products called Twinklings. So these are a little bit different from our original paints. They come in these little pans, and we also have this all new clear gesso. So I'm going to be showing you both products today, and I'm actually going to show you this clear gesso on two different papers. So right now I'm applying it to some textured white cardstock, and I'm going to show you how the Twinklings show up on that. And then I'm also going to apply it to this piece of a dark cardstock as well. It's a nice shade of brown, a nice fall color, and it's a smoother cardstock, but I'm just going to show you this on this paper just so you can get an idea of what it looks like and how the products look on dark versus light. So my gesso here on my white one is already dry, and as you can see here, this is how I'm storing my new Twinklings. The newer products are going to be coming in these little open pans. So they are quite small, but rest assured the product in them is actually the same amount of product that were in the pots previously. So you're still getting the same amount of product, but they just come in these little open pans. And I just bought a cheap palette set, like an artist palette off of Amazon, and this is how I'm storing mine. They actually came, when they come from Shimmerz, they come in these little Ziploc bags, and they come with the label on them. So all I did was I pulled out the pan and I peeled off that label. I stuck that label right onto my palette here, as you can see, so I have all the names of my colors on them. Now this new set of the Twinklings are a fall seasonal set, so it comes with really rich fall shades in here. So we've got that deep yellow and orange, we've got a nice shade of green and blue, and then we've got a nice purple and brown. So all of those shades come together in the set, or you can also buy them individually. As you saw there, I just went ahead and applied to the white, and now I'm applying to the dark. I actually like this better in this situation on this dark paper. As you can see here, you can see where I've applied the gesso. It's not completely dry. You can see it has some darker spots because it's not completely dry, because I'm super impatient when it comes to waiting for things to dry. But I just went ahead and started on applying my paints. I actually wasn't planning on using this dark one for my layout today, but I really liked how this turned out. So I am going to use this one to create a layout today, and I am just smushing on some of this color and also splattering some. I love how this deep blue shows up on top of the dark paper, and these new Twinklings they have a different pouring process, so they're trying to prevent air bubbles when they pour them, so they pour them in layers, and they just have a very unique shimmer to them. So they're super pretty, and I really like them. I'm showing you with a light here so you can see how sparkly they are. They do have that blendable factor, so you can still blend them together with the gesso if you'd like, and you can also use them as just separate colors on your background. So I really love these. I'm going to set this aside to dry, but I think it's looking fantastic, and I can't wait to continue using that for my layouts. Here is the white one. I'm just going to show you how I go back through and add another layer with these, and that's something that you can do with all of the Shimmerz Paints products. If you don't like how they dry, like you can see here, these dried up pretty light on this white background, so you can go back through like this and just apply another layer of it, and it'll darken that back up for you. And then when it dries here, you'll have a little bit more dimension as well as some more pigment in there. So I'm just gonna apply the rest of that. I thought that cut file would have looked great on this white background, but I was really liking the other dark. So here's my palette. I'm going to show you this. I got it from Amazon. Each one of these little pans are removable, and you just pop them back in. The pan itself in the middle all comes out, so you can use it with or without this holder, and it folds up into this nice little compact case, and then it does have a little hoop on there if you're carrying it or if you want to hang it or something. So here's my dark one. I actually let these dry overnight, and I put an album on top of each one to flatten them out. But as you can see in my drying process, the album actually created some warping, and it's kind of like all rigidy there, but I do not care about that at all. It actually dries and flattens out perfectly fine once I'm working with it and I have it back out. So I'm just taking these two photos here today. I'm going to scrap of my little boy, and I've used a fall cut file by Pear Tree Cut Files today, and I just backed it with some papers from the Cider and Donuts collection by Simple Stories, and then I'm just going to place my photos over here. I've matted them a couple times with some of the patterns. I had some scraps from the smaller paper pads, so I just used those, and then I attached a little scallop border as well. Now, for our YouTube hop today, I will mention that we are each giving away a $10 gift certificate for Shimmerz. So if you want to be entered into that drawing, all you have to do is leave a comment on my video, and you can get a bonus entry if you leave a comment over on my Instagram post as well. And then each designer will be choosing one winner, I believe, on Saturday of next week. So we're going to let this go for about a week, and then each one of us designers will be picking our winners and posting them next Saturday. So feel free to leave me a comment if you want to be entered into that drawing. And again, if you want a bonus entry, leave a comment over on our Instagram posts as well. So make sure you follow along the hop. We have a little hop today for you, and I will list that down below in the description of all of our designers that are playing along today. And I know everyone's just going to have some amazing things to show you, and we'll be talking about what you can do with these new paints and different ways that you can store them, and just talking about how beautiful this new product is. So I was really excited to get my hands on it and start playing with it, and I just love how sparkly and shimmery these look up against that dark paper. I just think it looks absolutely stunning, and this actually made for a really simple layout for me. I usually add a ton of stuff to my layouts and lots of embellishing, but this one I was able to keep really simple because I really let that mixed media shine. And I had that little cut file that I brought in, and all I did was back it with some vellum. That way my mixed media showed through there. And I'm just using some light embellishments here with a little banner at the bottom of my photos. So that's really all I need to do with this one. It's finished up, and this is how it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process today. Thank you for being here, and thanks for watching. And remember to leave a comment over here under my video and over on my Instagram to be entered into that $10 gift certificate. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.